everyone from Belgrade, Serbia. My name is Angela Blair. I am the spokeswoman of NTL Trust, and tonight I am going to talk about São Tomé and Príncipe as a great option, especially during uncertain times. Many people are looking for alternatives, specifically islands. And NTL Trust, we are a licensed marketing agency helping clients who want to secure their freedom, global mobility, and wealth abroad. And we were the only licensed marketing agency that was on the ground in São Tomé and Príncipe when they first launched their Citizenship by Investment program last September. And I was there, and tonight I will talk more details about my experience being there, meeting the professionals, tasting the food, what life is really like. I know a lot of people like Bali. Though I lived in Southeast Asia, I've never been to Bali, but I've heard great things about Bali, the beaches, the vibe, the lifestyle. But to my understanding, Indonesia does not have a citizenship by investment program. Though people can start a business, they can buy property and get a residency, but Indonesia does not have a citizenship by investment program. Other places people are going to, especially now, given current events, is the Maldives. And while it has beautiful beaches, they don't have a citizenship by investment program. And for those that do want security, they want that plan B or backup for a citizenship, that is not an option. And if you're looking for something longer term, NTL Trust, we provide those solutions. So tonight I'm going to go into more detail of why islands are great solutions, not only just São Tomé and Príncipe, but I was also on the ground in the Caribbean. We've been operating in the Caribbean for the last 30 years, first in St. Kitts and Nevis, which started the first citizenship by investment program in 1984 in the Caribbean. I was also in Grenada, St. Lucia, Dominica, and Antigua and Barbuda. So also really great islands in the Caribbean. But I'm going to focus for São Tomé and Príncipe. A lot of people have never heard of this beautiful two-island nation, which is located on the coast of West Africa in the Gulf of Guinea, and it's very easy to travel to. Since I'm in Serbia, most people go to São Tomé and Príncipe via Lisbon. It was a former Portuguese colony, so everyone there speaks Portuguese, and it's a 6-hour flight from Lisbon. If you're on the African continent, it's an easy flight from Angola, so Luanda, or Ghana, so Accra. So hello, welcome to the live. If you have questions below or in the replay, feel free to watch and ask questions. I'm here, I'm very excited, and just to share with the world that São Tomé and Príncipe can be an option if you love beaches, if you want to own a piece of paradise, if you like fresh food, you want to be healthy. These days, everyone wants to eat healthy. They want a regulated nervous system. People want to exercise more. You want to be in a place where you can just slow down. São Tomé and Príncipe is your option. And more people are learning about São Tomé and Príncipe, but very few have actually been to São Tomé and Príncipe. Let me know in the comments below if you've been to São Tomé and Príncipe, if you have heard of São Tomé and Príncipe, and what your questions are, especially when it comes to the citizenship by investment route. Because other citizenship by investment programs, it can be a very long and lengthy process. And with this program, it's done completely remotely, and the office is in Dubai. Our team, we have a salesperson that will work with you from the moment you send us an email or WhatsApp. We're on WhatsApp because I know some people just don't like email. So you can email from this after this live and ask questions on WhatsApp. The number is +44 20 35 14 0979, and someone will immediately respond to you within at least 24 hours. And you can ask questions about getting started with the process to begin your journey for São Tomé and Príncipe. And thank you. Leave a thumbs up. This helps with the algorithm so more people can watch. And what's interesting about this program, newly launched, so September 2025, I was there exactly 1 week afterwards. And the difference between reading about a program, because you have all these beautiful websites, we have YouTube, we have LinkedIn, but I was actually there in person. I remember exactly arriving there September, like a week after it's launched. I arrived 7 a.m. I had no idea what to expect, but it was a very easy flight from Lisbon, Portugal. And you don't have to have a visa. Most nationalities, you don't have to have a visa to enter Sao Tome and Principe. And you don't need to have any vaccinations. I know some countries you have to get the yellow fever vaccination, but you don't need, depending on your passport, you don't need a vaccination. And it's very affordable to stay. They have 5-star hotels, they have 4-star hotels, they have Airbnbs, they have local hotels. So even if you just want to make a brief trip, I was there for about a week, very simple. And uh, this program is still very new because a lot of people haven't heard of Sao Tome and Principe. When people think islands and citizenship by investment, they immediately think St. Kitts and Nevis, which is great. I was there on the ground, beautiful, but you can tell me why on the ground when people think islands, people think, oh, the Bahamas or the Cayman Islands or Bermuda or Bali, Maldives, which I'm trying to think. I mean, technically, Japan and New Zealand's an island. New Zealand does have a citizenship, has their own type of citizenship by investment program, but it's very, very expensive. Hi. Um, but what's interesting with Sao Tome and Principe, please look them up, is that it is a very affordable, one of the most affordable programs, because most citizenship by investment programs, you need about minimum 200,000 US dollars, and this program is for an individual applicant. It is about 95,000 US dollars for one person, and then for a family of four, it's about 105,000 US dollars. So for those that want something immediate, so about 3 months, they're pretty speedy with the whole process. All done remotely. You have this. We have a sales teams. We have accountants. We have lawyers to help you with the process. I said hello, hello. You can apply and definitely leave your questions below regarding how to get started. And again, we're on WhatsApp, so you can check the website www.ntltrust.com. We are here to help. I am the spokesperson, but you will have a salesperson that would help you throughout the whole entire process. So, one thing people always ask when it comes to the concept of citizenship by investment, aside from the emails, what is the legal structure? Like, how do you understand this environment? Okay, you're leaving out stickers. I don't know what that is. Again, with NTL Trust, we are a licensed marketing agency. So any program that you're going to apply for with the citizenship by investment, you have to have a licensed marketing agency. People can't just sell a citizenship if they're not licensed, and you have to be licensed by the government, and we are. And I met several lawyers on the ground there when I was in Sao Tome and Principe, lawyers that speak good English, lawyers that speak multiple languages like Portuguese, Spanish, French, and of course English, that are in good hands. And I also met with bankers. So going through the whole process for citizenship by investment, many people want to maybe transfer their money to that country. And they do have secure and robust financial systems where where you can build not only just a business, but you can have an enterprise bank account, or you can have a private bank account, and you can hold euros. You can hold the local currency called the dobro dinar. I remember. Hello, hello, hello. You're sending me all these stickers. So you have a robust financial system. And since Sao Tome and Principe, again, was a former Portuguese colony, um, within 5 or 7 years, you're eligible to apply for a Portuguese passport. So for us going on the ground and for NTL Trust sending me on the ground for on behalf of our clients, and also to show the world that this is a very viable option for the Citizenship by Investment program, is really important. Clients want to know it's not just the website or the pretty pictures, but what exactly life is like. Okay, you're not really asking much questions, so if you have a question specifically about São Tomé and Príncipe, please ask a question in the comments. But we need to be more productive and more specific, not just sending stickers. So sorry for those that are watching the replay in the future. And relationships are everything. Our agency has been in business for decades in this investment migration space. So I met lawyers, I met bankers, I met other professionals, and many São Tomeans studied in Portugal or in Italy or the UK. So you do have a professional class of people that do provide professional services. And when it comes to, okay, I'm sorry, I have like my questions below here. Meeting other professionals on an island, because it's an island, everyone pretty much knows each other. And with our agencies, we have built relationships. So if you have questions about not only just opening a bank account or going to the doctors or even renting a car, we can help you find the right people. And with island nations, with an island nation, it is very easy to get around. So when I was on the ground there, getting around with a taxi, they don't have Uber, but they do have like their own little app where you can get taxis to get around. They do have like 3 major roads. Since São Tomé and Príncipe is like right near the equator, the sun sets quite early, so around 5 o'clock, 5, 6 o'clock, everything's pretty dark, but it does have a very lively nightlife. So there are international restaurants, there are local, of course, restaurants that serve local cuisine, and most of the local cuisine is fresh fish, is rice, is a lot of fruits and vegetables. But I really enjoyed eating the fish, because here in Serbia, there's no sea. So just getting fresh fish in, that was something I really appreciated. And I was able to get my burger and fries, because as an American, I love eating burger and fries, and the cuisine there was great. If you are a coffee person, historically, São Tomé and Príncipe, they have a lot of coffee farms and cacao farms. So what makes their farm special is everything is organic. So if you ever want to go into the coffee business, or if you just want to sit long days drinking coffee, that is a perfect place. And I know these days people that are looking for a quick exit, going to São Tomé and Príncipe, I say experience it, go swimming on the beach, have coffee at the cafes, eat the fresh fish, go on tour sites around the island, which from São Tomé, the capital city, to the south, I did a whole entire road trip, which about 4 or 5 hours, and just make pit stops along. There's a lot of beaches along the way. It was really amazing to see the number of beaches and meet the locals, where they can share how they're happy to see foreigners. People are really friendly. And I think that makes a difference. If you're going to live in a place, you want the locals to be warm and welcoming. It's not, for example, Germany or Austria, where people are just kind of cold. It's beautiful places, but they're just very cold towards outsiders. So going on the ground is really essential, because again, many people who apply for Citizenship by Investment program, most of the time they never step foot in the country. But in times like we are now, where people are looking at options to quickly exit, São Tomé and Príncipe is an option, not just to have as that passport on hand, but if you want to escape for 30 days or 60 days, or even spend half a year living there, it's a really beautiful place to live in. So we built the right relationships with not only just professionals, but real estate owners. While the island is small, they do have a lot of properties that can be renovated. They have a lot of homes that were from the colonial past that are beautiful, but just need some money to be invested in. If you want to build an apartment, or if you want to build a beautiful five-story villa. I did a villa tour with this real estate agent in the most expensive neighborhood, that gated community. Everyone has tennis courts and pools and jacuzzis, very spacious homes. A lot of people don't know, living on the African continent, you can live very, very nicely because you can build these massive estates. You can have quarters for your staff. Your staff can be your driver, your security guard, your gardener, your nanny, your cook, your cleaner. You really can live it up. And it's just the standard, because you have a class of people that do provide these services. And working with us, we are there from the moment you send us an email. Our email address is info@ntltrust.com, or again, I'll share our WhatsApp, so you can send us a WhatsApp message, +44 2035 140979. Send us a WhatsApp message so we can help you get started today. And over the next 3 or 4 months, we will correspond via email, text, send us all the right paperwork. And even after this live, you can send an email, and we have the pamphlets that is a guide of everything you need to do to apply for the Citizenship by Investment program. So you're not lost. It will be a very straightforward process, and we're here from start to when you get your passport mailed to you. And even after that, if you have additional questions, we're here to support you. So whether you want to step foot in São Tomé and Príncipe, or you just want to live there part-time, or you just want to have the passport in your drawer, it's a really good option. Once again, Bali, though it's part of Indonesia, does not have a Citizenship by Investment program. I spent time living in Thailand, and people love to escape to go to Thailand, but Thailand, depending on your state of life, it is very difficult to get a passport. If you want to go as far as Vanuatu, that is an option. We do have services where we provide people support for the Citizenship by Investment program in Vanuatu. And so I'm just doing a small Google search. And the Maldives, while it's beautiful and people love to go swimming there, it doesn't have a Citizenship by Investment program. So that is not a paradise that you can own. And with at least São Tomé and Príncipe, beautiful beaches, a lot of beaches, and quite affordable compared to Bali or to the Maldives. And there's a lot of space to build a beautiful home or to buy your own beautiful home. And if you are an investor and you want to invest in business, there are many industries like energy, agriculture, real estate, hospitality, where it'd be very lucrative. Because when I was on the ground there, I met a lot of Italians, Portuguese, Spaniards, Brits who do vacation there. And there are 5-star hotels and resorts, and there is more and more demand for goods and services that do serve the tourism market. Okay, question here. Hey, you saw my profile and your content's really good. I help create professional profile made. This is about São Tomé and Príncipe. Thank you for participating. But if you do have questions about São Tomé and Príncipe, that's great. I am part of a marketing team, so sorry, my hair. I am part of a marketing team, so I am all set. But thank you for pitching your services. So back to São Tomé and Príncipe and why it's so amazing. I'm here to answer your questions. Again, since it's a relatively new program, and a place that many people don't know about it. When I first went, I had to do my research because I was just confused. I was like, where is this 2-island nation? When people think of small islands in or near the African continent, they think Cape Verde, which is another former Portuguese colony. You have this whole entire ocean, but that's probably the nearest island. So they have Cape Verde, Madagascar, but that's on the other side of the African continent. And you have a few other smaller islands. So if you do like island life, this is it. But if you are not interested in Sao Tome and Principe, our agency NTL Trust, we do provide services for the Caribbean. And in another live, and you can watch our other replays, I do talk about Antigua and Barbuda, St. Kitts and Nevis, Grenada, St. Lucia. Actually, I have to do a live about St. Lucia and Dominica, which is known as the Nature Island in the Caribbean. And those islands, especially the Caribbean, is very well known for citizenship by investment. But if you haven't been there and certain nationalities are not allowed to go there, one thing about Sao Tome and Principe, everyone is welcome. All nationalities except North Koreans can apply for the Sao Tome and Principe citizenship by investment. So if you carry a passport that has limited you over the last, let's say, couple of years, this is an excellent option for you and your family to have a plan B or a plan C to live your best life, because they're welcoming everyone. Whatever your passport, except North Koreans, unfortunately, you can apply for the citizenship by investment program. And it will definitely make a difference in your global portfolio because they do have visa access to over 130 countries. And again, if your aim long term is to go to become a citizen of an EU country, it's an option or a way to at least get a Portuguese citizenship. But that will take years, and you have to master the language, you have to be invested, but it is a good start. It is a very good start. So if the Caribbean is some region that you don't care too much for, Sao Tome and Principe is a great option. Let's see. And for those that maybe have never lived abroad, say that you are comfortable in the US and you're thinking, okay, well, I now want to get a citizenship. This is a good for like first time expats or first time people that are living abroad that don't really understand this whole entire kind of global lifestyle. It's a great option, it's an affordable option, and it's very family friendly. If you want to retire there, it's a beautiful place to retire. Again, people are friendly. You can hire services to help with your, running your household, cooking, cleaning, gardening. It's not like unbelievably hot there, but it does get hot. The food is really healthy and fresh. So if you need food that is not fast food, that is tasty, but fresh and clean, that is a good option. And it's easy to travel to Portugal, 6 hours flight. Easy to travel to the African continent. Go to Luanda, go to Nigeria, go to Accra, Ghana. So you have a lot of options. So let me leave some time and space for questions because people are coming in and out, and I can go on and on because I had a wonderful time there. Though it was for a week on the ground, I learned a lot. I met a lot of people. I saw traditional dancing. I ate the food. I went to museums, and I'm here to answer your questions. Okay, so we'll wait. I'm just gonna stare and wait. Questions. Okay, well, everyone, don't trip over yourself to ask questions. Sao Tome is a developing island and with significant potential. It's at its early stage of infrastructure and investment development. So it is an emerging market, and there are opportunities, as I said before, in agriculture, in energy, in hospitality, and also fishing. to my surprise, I was learning that fishing. So if you're that scrappy entrepreneur, or if you're an investor that wants to get into the industry of, especially of coffee, we all love coffee, or cacao, or other agriculture routes, this is a great option. Everyone is so quiet. Don't be so shy. Sao Tome is unique, and here at NTL Trust, we're going to continue to tell the stories, tell you why it is not only just a great option, but it is a good lifestyle alternative in very unstable or uncertain times. So if you're looking for not only just maybe a second citizenship, or a third, or you just want that backup plan, you just need that plan B, just in case. Because we know, given current geopolitical situations, you thought a place was safe, and then overnight, that region is very vulnerable. This is probably the safest, one of the safest. São Tomé and Príncipe is one of the safest regions to be, because it is an island, far from everything, and it couldn't be safer. It couldn't be more safer. And again, they're welcoming to all passport holders except North Korea. Yeah, so what better place to be than in paradise, far from everything, kind and friendly people, and the possibilities of just owning a piece of paradise. So we built solid relationships with people on the ground. We have a solid legal and accounting and a marketing team and sales team to help you. And I look forward to the emails or the WhatsApp messages, and continue to share how amazing São Tomé and Príncipe and other islands. So the islands in the Caribbean, or if you want to go as far as Vanuatu, more and more people are looking for islands to escape to, or to set roots in, or at least spend a couple of weeks or months of the year at a time. So since we don't have any questions, thank you for watching, especially for those in the replay. Feel free to leave a comment below, and I will see you in our next live. We go live every Thursday, and I look forward to helping you build a global portfolio. Bye.